Welcome to our podcast episode featuring A Pad4Paws and Co, the ultimate solution for including your furry best friend in your big day. If you're planning a Cornish wedding and can't imagine it without your four-legged companion by your side, then A Pad4Paws and Co wedding chaperones is here to make your dream a reality. With bespoke dog chaperoning services tailored to your dog's unique needs and your vision for their role in your special day, A Pad4Paws and Co ensures that your dog remains the top priority, from ensuring their welfare to providing a safe and pampered experience throughout the wedding festivities. Their expertise and dedication shine through. Are you ready to have your dog be part of your dream wedding? Well, stay tuned for an insightful conversation with A Pad4Paws and Co on ensuring your beloved pet is a cherished part of your special day. Hey Cornish cuties, are you getting hitched in this beautiful county and feeling a tad overwhelmed? Well, don't fret. I'm Francesca and this is Pasties and Prosecco, your one-stop shop for all things wedding planning in Cornwall. We'll be bringing you the best local suppliers, stress-busting tips, real bride stories, and enough fun to make you forget about those pesky spreadsheets. So grab a glass of Prosecco, pop in those earbuds, and get ready to plan the most unique and unforgettable wedding ever. Welcome to another episode of Pasties and Prosecco. I'm Francesca and today we have a special guest joining us. Meet Sue, the owner of A Pad4Paws and Co, a unique service offering wedding chaperoning for our four-legged guests. Welcome, Sue.
Hi.
Welcome to the show. It's great to have you on here.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here.
Now, Sue, I couldn't have imagined my wedding day without my fur baby Lily. And I know that there will be a lot of listeners out there who will also want their dog with them on the wedding day, whether it be the cute ring bearer or to make a guest appearance and receive a few congratulatory licks. So first of all, what services can A Pad4Paws and Co provide to help make this happen?
We're a complete bespoke service. No two weddings for us are the same. We sit down with the couple on a Zoom meeting and discuss any questions or concerns that they may have. We work completely bespokely with the couple and their dog or dogs. So you will have one dog that maybe is 7 months old and the couple want the dog only at the wedding for photographs. You may have a dog that's the same age and they want the dog there for the whole day. The service is very bespoke due to the fact that there are so many different options that can be bolted on. So you may have a wedding that is just for one day and the couple are staying overnight. And for that service, we can actually provide an overnight stay if the dog fine and socialised with other dogs, they're neutered or spayed. We hold a 5-star licence in accordance with Plymouth City Council, in accordance with DEFRA. We hold public liability insurance and we also hold transport insurance. We also offer a pet sit at the venue, which means that they can, when the chaperone service actually ends, it's a 6-hour service or part of that service for 6 hours up to. We also can offer a pet sit at the venue, which can be for a couple of hours. It can take you right through to midnight when the evening reception ends. So it's entirely up to the couple to choose what they actually want.
So it really is a bespoke service for any need, whether you're looking after them just for a couple of hours or overnight. Where do the
Yes.
dogs stay when they are staying overnight?
They stay with us in our home.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not a kennels. That's why we're licensed with Plymouth City Council in accordance with DEFRA. We have an awful lot of standards that we have to adhere to allow us to have our license. And they live in the house with us. We have stair gates dotted throughout the house, which we need because of our license. And they stay in the house or downstairs as a free flow right the way through. We run doggy daycare during the week, which we have run for 6.5 years. We also do dog walking. All our dogs are very friendly dogs. We have specifically handpicked them. They all get along well together. We're only allowed to have up to 6 dogs in attendance at any one time, and that includes our 2. So if an owner basically turns around and says that they're a bit concerned about their dog, they don't know how they will get along, we can have a dog come for a slot of doggy daycare and gradually introduce them into the house. We have dogs that just literally just come in and they're absolutely fine. Other dogs, it takes them a little bit of time. A year ago, we had a wire-haired Vizsla who lives quite local, but he was very, very, I wouldn't say too anxious, but Vizslas can be like that sometimes. And he wasn't too comfortable to start with.
Yeah.
He knew that his owners had left him. So they tried to leave him for a night overnight, which we weren't too sure whether would work, and it didn't. He barked. So
Oh, bless him.
what we actually did was we called the owners and said, look, this isn't going to work now, overnight. But what we suggest is doing a couple of daycares and let him settle in with us, get to know us a bit better, know his surroundings a little bit better, come out with us with the crew so that he can sort of see how we work, see who we are a little bit more. And so Buddy came for daycare first day in absolutely fine. He went off lead straight away because he's a very well trained dog. No problems whatsoever. So we did another couple of daycares like that. He settled in absolutely fine. After that, we did an overnight stay. Absolutely fine, no problems whatsoever. And then nearer the time, we slotted in a few more overnights, and no problems whatsoever. He did an absolute blinding job on the day. It was very, very hot, but we kept him cool, hydrated, and in plenty of shelter when he wasn't required for duties.
Oh, bless. So your persistence literally paid off.
Yeah, it does. That's what we are. We're about helping. We're about providing a good professional service, and also to help to make the day extra special for the couple and for the dog. So we will do as much as we can to help that day be as special as possible.
Wonderful. So what actually inspired you to set up your company?
I'm an IT support engineer by trade for 16 years, and
Oh,
I wanted to change a direction. So we opened a Pad4Paws and we started off with doggy daycare and dog walking. And the idea was that Pete would come on board, my husband, a year later once the business was well and truly established. 2 months down the line, we were very, very busy. And so he left his job and leapt on board. And we haven't looked back since. In 2018, our son got married, and we've got 2 golden retrievers and he's got a pug, and we wanted them at the wedding, but there was nobody there, even though it was a dog friendly venue, to leave the dogs with. And if we'd left them in the bedrooms, we hate to think what we would have come back to. So sadly they couldn't actually be at the wedding on that day, but it got us thinking maybe there is a facility there to offer couples that service. Our dogs are our family. All our daycare dogs and our dog walking dogs are all part of the family as well. So we started floating this idea in 2018.
2018. You must have been one of the original companies offering that dog service. It hasn't been around for that long, has it?
No, it hasn't. We're the first one to operate in Devon. Um, so we are the original in Devon. There's a lot of them popping up all over the place now. And the thing that sets us apart really is the fact that we offer a completely bespoke professional service. So we are more than a dog walker. We go into the ins and the outs of what the abilities of the dog is, the dog's behaviour, the fact of how they're likely to be around guests. So we do an awful lot more. We take them on walks when they're not required for duties. We engage them in play. We want them to have as much of a fun day as as what their owners are doing. We're there for their welfare, really. But obviously, it's the ability of the dog. So we had a dog a few weeks ago that was 12-and-a-half-year-old pug. So she obviously was a lot slower, she's a lot more kind of she had arthritis, so she couldn't walk very far, but she managed to walk down the aisle with one of the bridesmaids, and they had a pram for her that they decorated with flowers. So after a little while, I popped her in the pram, and we had a good look round, and we wandered around in the pram, and she sat and she
Oh,
gazed because it was
bless.
mesh front, so she could sit and watch all the guests moving around. So it was really lovely. She warmed to me by the end of the day because she was a very sassy pug because she was obviously
Aren't
elderly.
all pugs sassy? I think all pugs are sassy, aren't
My
they?
son's dog's mad in a lovely way. He's very friendly. She was very bolshy. You touched her back, she ran like this. You touched her on the head, she loved it. And by the end of the day, she was snuggled up next to me watching my iPad with me. Quite friendly. She'd warmed.
Yeah, you've won her
But
over.
yeah,
You have to find what makes them tick, whether it's food and they follow their belly, or whether it's ear scratches or belly tickles. Once you've found that special thing, I think they're yours forever.
definitely.
So I see that you have received a lot of recognition online from the wedding industry. Have you been up for some awards?
Yes, we have won the Hitched Awards this year, 2024. We've also been in the Wedding Industry Awards last year, which is the highest wedding industry award that you can actually be awarded. Out of 25,500 votes, we were down to the final eight in our category, and that was voted for purely by our couples.
And what category were you in?
Special touch.
Ah, nice.
We've also been highly commended with them as well.
Perfect. Can imagine a few of many more. It sounds like your business is just going to grow and grow and grow and become better and better and better.
Thank you.
So, what do you think the benefits are of having your pets included on the wedding day?
It can alleviate stress. Dogs are renowned
Mm.
for calming you down. Our dogs, a few years back, I had a very bad situation that happened at work, and the dog that we had then, unfortunately, he's passed away. He helped me through a very difficult period, and we used to go out for walks, and he helped me build this business. He was the forefront of the business, and he was at the forefront for about 4 years before he sadly passed away.
And what was his name?
Bailey,
Oh,
it's a golden retriever called Bailey. He was very special in his own right. He helped me through a very bad period, but we've kept up the standards that he helped me build to welcome dogs with open paws, for want of a better word.
oh, thank you so much for sharing that heartfelt story with us. It sounds like Bailey was a truly inspirational dog. Do you have any more heartwarming or funny stories of other dogs or even bloopers?
We've had no bloopers, touch wood, we've been very lucky, but we did have an amusing wedding where there were two Labradors at the very front of the aisle with the couple. And when they turned around and said, "Is there anybody here?" and went silent, and one of the Labradors barked. He hadn't been prompted. He just barked. And it was really quite an appropriate moment, which obviously made everybody laugh. The other thing that it does do as well, having the dogs there, it's an icebreaker because when everybody arrives at a wedding, 9 times out of 10, people don't know each other. So you've got little groups of people that know each other, but others that have no idea who other people are.
Yeah.
So it's quite an icebreaker to bring in dogs. Um, it gives people a common interest.
Yeah, it does make you more sociable for sure. I know that when I walk my dog Lily, people do naturally stop and talk to you.
Hmm.
If you were walking down the road by yourself, no one would even probably look at you. But once you've got a dog on a lead in hand, everyone stops and has a chat. It's so good for people. Like my mum, she's on her own, bless her. But that's why I said to her, you need to get a dog because it gets her out there and it gets her chatting with other people.
Definitely.
Yeah.
They're great company as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're definitely it's a conversation starter as well. If you're at the park or something and you see somebody else with a dog, people will stop and talk to you. Whereas normally you're walking down the street and nobody would say hello to you if you were on
Mm.
your own.
And I'm sure it's good entertainment for the kids as well at weddings, having dogs there.
Definitely. We had a wedding a few weeks ago. The kids were absolutely impeccably behaved. They really were very well brought up. And I've got a photograph of them all cuddling the dog because it was a really hot day. So we went indoors and they all came in to see him. And they were just lovely kids, really well behaved. So they say don't work with kids and dogs, but it worked. It was absolutely brilliant. The dog was really super chilled, and the kids were just lovely, really lovely, brought up really well.
Oh, a match made in heaven for sure. Okay, so you've been offering your services for over 6 years now, so you must have visited lots of venues in Cornwall. Are there any venues that are particularly dog friendly that you recommend?
There are three in particular that we have worked at quite a few times. One is Avalon Farm Weddings.
Mm.
The another one is St Ives Harbour Hotel, and another one that we are recommended suppliers with both the Green and Avalon. So all of three of those are actually more than good for dog chaperoning. They're very dog friendly, all three venues. There's a huge expanse both at Avalon and at the Green to exercise dogs, take them out for walks, involve them in play, snuffling, etc. So there's a lot of space there to take dogs on walks and engage them in different basically different activities. So yeah, they're all three of those are very good.
So, apart from St Ives Harbour Hotel, because the location is in the name, where are the Avalon and the Green for those listeners that haven't heard about these venues before?
The Green is near Liskeard, so it's not too far over the Tamar Bridge. Avalon is about 3/4 of a mile, sorry, 3/4 of an hour drive from Plymouth as well.
Okay.
Can't think of the actual name, the address of it off the top of
Yeah,
my
it's probably in the middle
head.
of nowhere, right?
It it is literally in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it's down Country Lane. So yeah,
Wow.
it's really out. The green is Trevanna Barnes is another one as well. Trevanna Barnes, we've done a lot of weddings there, and they recommend us as well. So yeah, Trevanna's another good one because it's got a large expanse of land really, and that is an ideal thing for when you've got dogs. We don't ever take dogs off lead. We've not got good enough rapport with them. Having said that, a couple that we have had for daycare is a different sort of scenario to when we're just there working for weddings.
I can imagine I'd be so nervous if I was looking after even my friend's dog to take
Mm.
them off the lead. You just don't know
Yeah,
what's going to happen,
no,
whether they get
no,
spooked, they might just run off, and oh gosh,
yeah.
that's too much responsibility. So lastly, do you offer any other services or plan to expand your services in the future?
We are looking and discussing possible expansion as well. Yes, we've got that sort of like it's one of our topics that we're looking at and have been looking into. And also the other services that we offer are doggy daycare and dog walking as well.
Is the expansion a top secret? You don't want your competitors to know.
Exactly.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, well, it's been a pleasure talking to you, Sue, and learning more about the special role A Pad4Paws and Co can play in weddings so that our fur babies can have the best day ever too. Where can listeners find out more about your services?
We have a website which is www.pad4paws.co.uk. And we also have social handles on all media platforms, which is A Pad4Paws and Co, for mainly for our doggy daycare and dog walking, but we do cross post, and we do have some wedding photos and things on there, and also dogs at weddings, which is on both on our Instagram and Facebook pages.
I love that actually. I saw that you have two different social media accounts, and one is dedicated solely to weddings. I think that was a great idea for you to do that, so we can solely be focused on the weddings, and that's what we like.
Definitely.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being on the show today. It was a real pleasure to speak to you.
Thank you. It's been lovely to catch up.
And there you have it. Including your fur baby in your wedding day can be a truly magical experience. With A Pad4Paws and Co, you can ensure your pup is loved, cared for, and part of the celebration. Remember to check out our brand new Ultimate Guide to Cornwall Wedding Suppliers. This comprehensive resource features the best suppliers in the region, including A Pad4Paws and Co. To sign up for your free downloadable copy, simply follow the link in our show notes. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to leave me a review. Your feedback really helps us grow and improve. And also share this episode, spread the word about A Pad4Paws and Co, and help other couples plan stress-free weddings. Until next time, happy planning and cheers to a fantastic wedding day.